All right, what's up, everybody? We have Clicker here.
And this is Smoke.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are commentating on the 2009 World Cyber Games, Korea, BeSt versus Com. It's actually on Outsider today. As most of you know, StarCraft is the absolute most beautiful game in the frickin' world.
Yeah.
It's so manly.
And I'll go to my grave saying that it was one of the best games ever. This is the qualifiers for the WCG. Whoever the WCG is hosted, wherever it's hosted, each country in the Major League Gaming world has the qualifiers, and this is the Korea qualifier. It's like whenever you qualify for a NASCAR race, you juke for a position, sort of. Well, this is kind of who is going to represent Korea at the World Cyber Games. So it's going to be a really good matchup today. We got a PVZ. It's going to be high stakes. Whoever's going to be going to represent their country today. I'm excited about it. BeSt is an awesome Protoss player, and Com plays Zerg, the race that I love playing. So what do you think about this?
I'm pretty excited. Of course, BeSt is actually representing SKT, Team SKT right now, and Com is, of course, on STX. It's going to be a really great match. I mean, I'm really excited to see this game, especially because of the positionings that they're fighting for. If you guys follow the rest of our commentaries, you'll see what we're talking about. We're not going to spoil anything else that, any other games or anything like that. Actually, right now, we have BeSt actually spawning as the red Protoss, and of course, Com we have spawning as the green Zerg. It's going to be a really good matchup. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen. When we look at the records, past records, it's actually going to be 4 Com versus each other. Com is actually 2 wins and 1 loss versus BeSt. But BeSt is, I've been here, the past games that I've seen, he's been getting so much better at what I've been seeing.
Huh.
So how do you think this is going to end up today?
Well, SKT has BeSt, and BeSt is currently in the top 3. I think is he number 1? I can't remember if he's number 1.
Flash is number 1.
Flash is number 1, and then Jaedong, and then BeSt. So BeSt is number 3. Anyway, he's the best Protoss in the entire world right now, BeSt. So you've got to take into consideration that BeSt and BeSt have to play together all the time. They practice their build orders. They practice their timings together. They practice all sorts of different counters all day long, and BeSt has to have some amazing skills against us. Let's talk about the matchup records for what Com has against Protoss, and Com currently right now. Let's see. He's almost even across the entire board. And currently, against all the pros, he is 25 and 20. 25 wins and 20 losses against Protoss. He's 55%. And BeSt against Zerg is 49%. So 29 and 30 against Zerg. So it's really, I think Com would have the advantage. He likes playing against, it's a little bit better matchup against Protoss than BeSt has against the Zerg player right now. Anyway, I'd like to talk about the map a little bit. Outsider has been a map that's been played on a lot recently on IC Cup and on many of the pro gaming, much of the pro gaming scene today. And BeSt has opened up with a 1-gate build. It looks like he might be doing a tech build, and Com has opened up with a fast pool, and he's getting his Zerglings out quickly. So we're going to see what kind of damage that Com can do. It looks like BeSt has only produced 1 Zealot at the moment. He had to have seen those Zerglings coming. He's going to pull. Oh, he's got a second Zealot coming out and a probe to block the ramp. It doesn't seem that Com can get his Zerglings in there. So he's going to lay down his expansion, and I'm really curious what kind of build that BeSt is going to go for with this. I love these 1-gate tech builds. They're really hard to play against, and I like to see how Zergs react.
Personally, I'd like to see Corsair DT. That's what I'm voting for. I'm going to go ahead and mark that down on the tally board. Let's see, BeSt actually right now versus his Zerg. Like you said a minute ago, he's actually at 49%, which puts him at 29 wins and 30 losses. He actually has a higher consecutive loss rate than wins.
Really?
In his streaks, there are more losses than wins. So I don't know if he's going to do something, I wouldn't say necessarily risky with Corsair DT, because that's a pretty standard build. But, I mean, I'd like to see if he's going to do something, or or do a little bit something more safe, as in like, you know, maybe just go like some Reaver drops or something like that. You know, just really to see. And as you could see right there, BeSt actually expanded off to the right. We didn't really mention this earlier, but BeSt is actually spawning at the 6 o'clock position, and Com is actually spawning at the 9 o'clock position. We didn't really mention that earlier. Of course, that Overlord's still scouting around his base, trying to see what's going on. He wants to see if he can get his Zerglings up in there or not. But with those 2 Zealots there in that probe, it's not going to happen. Fairly quick layer. You know, we're not seeing like a 3-hatch build or something like that. It's actually like maybe he's going 2-hatch Muta.
It could be. I'm not sure. It may be a little bit too early, but BeSt has looked like he's got a really, really strong opening. If you guys have ever played the map Garden of God, Outsider has a similar base structure, because what the Protoss can do is just set a couple of Zealots at the ramp to prevent to prevent the Lynx to run in, and they can just expand really easily to their mineral only, or they can take the double gas at the lower left. It all just depends on what kind of build that they're interested in doing. So BeSt has opted for the mineral only expansion on the right hand side. He's going to push out with the Zealots a little bit, maybe try to force those Zerglings back. But I am really interested. I've seen some crazy Protoss builds on this map, including Corsair Reaver, Corsair DT. I've seen some crazy Dragoon timing pushes, but I haven't seen any. It looks a little bit too late for Dragoon timing pushes, especially since he expanded so early. But we're going to see if the Zergling's going to be able to get in there. He doesn't have speed yet, but it may be on the way. His second gas is coming in. You know what? Let's look for his Spire right now. If Com has laid down his Spire, then it is going to. It hasn't showed his main base yet. The commentators haven't shown that yet. He gets his Zerglings in. Let's see what kind of harassment he's going to do. More scouting than harassment. He's going to look and see if he's expanded, and Com senses it. He sees a Stargate, and he's looking for where he spent that 400 minerals. It looks like he is going to see that right now. And this timing could really hurt Com. He's going to push in with his Zealots right here. Let's see if Com can defend.
I'm not really sure how this is going to go right here. He's got a little few too many Zerglings right there. But now that he's scouted, now that actually BeSt has scouted, Com has actually scouted that Nexus there on the side. I'm interested to see how he's going to react to that. I mean, you know, being such a good Zerg that he is, I'd say he's going to try to keep harassing that expansion over there. You know, just to kind of keep the pressure on. Of course, he's got that one Zergling in the back of the base, and until he kills that. Until he gets that Zergling killed in that back of that base right there, he's going to see quite a bit of what's going on, and I don't think he's really going to go for it. So right now we're looking at
2-hatch lurker.
That's actually what I was thinking about saying, because I seen a Hydrodan go down pretty early right after lair, and there's a lurker popped out right there. We got that Corsair scouting around, so he's going to see that hopefully, and they're running right across the map, and I haven't seen if he has a robotics bay and observatory or anything like that yet, but of course he does have a couple cannons.
Yeah.
So he's building those down for that. For that extra little